I know for as close of a fact as humanly possible. I mean, I knew Corey Haim since 85. There was a time, early 90s, 93, 94, and he was one of those I just knew something was wrong. We lived in the same apartment building together for a year. You know, we hung out, lunches, dinners, what friends do. Okay.
Right.
And I was at his place one day, and I said, dude, something's just not right. I know you better than this. You're not your normal, cheery, laughing, joking. No, I'm okay. I said, dude, come on. You know, it took me about 10 minutes, and then finally he said, okay, this is what happened. And he told me what happened with him and a man named Dominic Braja, who was a radio guy and a small-time actor, whatever, who's deceased now, but back then he was still alive.
Right.
And I said, how many times did this happen? He said, once. I said, did anything else happen? No. Are you sure? No, nothing else happened. It's the only thing. Okay. Now I have to take him at his word. Why would he lie to me? You know, if you'll notice, there's a picture. I'm pointing at it there on my thing. I mean, that's Haim. He's still on my wall.
Yeah.
You know, it's just my big girl love cooking.
Yeah, point at it one more time. Point
Right
at it
there.
one more time. There he is. Yep.
Right there. Above my shoulder here.
Absolutely.
So I don't think you'd have any reason to lie to me. You know?
Yeah.
You know, other people are saying other things. Well, you don't know what was the pre-story or the backstory to that. Were they doing drugs? Was it not a good day? Was he just trying to impress somebody? I don't know.
Right.
But I can tell you, this is what the man told me.
Now,
and he wasn't a kid. He wasn't 15. He was in his 20s, you know.
Right, when he finally told you about this story about Dominic Brazia. And the funny thing is that if I'm correct, there was movies that Dominic was still in, right? Like he was still doing bit parts in certain movies and so on and so forth. So it's like, if this person had physically assaulted you, I mean, the question I would have is, if this person physically assaulted you, why would he still get bit parts in certain things later on in life if the person has physically abused you? All the other accusers as well, you know, why were they still kind of around? And that's what I'm confused about. And I think that's what a lot of people who are watching that My Truth documentary or have heard the stories, I'm sure a lot of them have these same questions right now.
After whatever happened between Dominic and Corey Haim went down, that was the last that they hung out. Okay. So there was no more hanging out. Now you go several years later, and Corey Feldman is putting together a movie called Busted. And it's a cop movie. It's a comedy, whatever.
Right.
And Feldman's going to be in it because, you know, when they do things together, they make more money that way. That's just how that goes. Abbott and Costello made money as a team, but Abbott single and Lou Costello single, he didn't make it. This is how this was. So it's the team of Corey and Corey. And Feldman is a producer. He's directing, and he knows what happened with Dominic and Haim. And he hires Dominic Braja to do a character role in the movie. And he has to be in one scene, two scenes. I don't know. I've never seen the film, but I know they were on the set at the same time together.
Right.
Feldman did that to Haim. Why would he do that? Why would he ever hire Dominic ever again, other for the fact that Feldman is the one who introduced Dominic to Haim, and they were friends previous to and after. He was friends with him all the way through until Dominic's passing, from what I understand.
So you're trying to say maybe that, are you saying either Feldman already knew but yet still casted Dominic Brazia in the movie, or did he not know and he's...
No, he knew.
Okay.
No, he knew.
That's some messed up stuff. That's truly bizarre.
Whether or not, listen, there's jealousies, there's all kinds of nonsense, you know. Feldman was jealous of Haim almost from the beginning because Haim had a really good relationship with his parents. His father and mother had a good relationship, but Feldman did not. From the ages of 10 to 15, he lived with his mother. Then he lived with his father. He didn't have those loving, bonding relationships with them. His mother had plenty of issues. The father, a businessman.
Right.
You know. Whereas Haim's parents were there for him. So there was always jealousy there. Haim is